Hello again. I'm Dr. Scott Davis. Thanks again for joining me for another episode of Famous Addictions That Changed History. In each one, I take you through a brief journey of how addiction to drugs drove a famous person, good or bad, living or dead, to not only change their life, but ultimately the course of history. Addiction, of course, is a devastating disease to fall prey to, no matter who you are, rich or poor, famous or not. The disease of addiction does not discriminate. Famous people are often seen as invincible and untouchable, but they too suffer from addiction. There have been countless figures who have battled with addiction throughout their lives. Many went on to influence society in some way through their work, good or bad. In each of these episodes, we explore the captivating story of another person in history who struggled with addiction, how it changed many lives around them, and history in the process. Our next subject to discuss is the man who is widely considered as the father of modern country music, the late musical genius, but tragically flawed, Hank Williams. Hank Williams, born Hiram King Williams in 1923, is widely regarded as one of the most influential singer-songwriters in American history. His contributions to country music are immense, and his songs continue to be revered by fans and artists alike. However, beneath the surface of this musical genius lay a troubled soul grappling with alcoholism, which not only affected his life and career, but also left an indelible mark on the course of history. In this podcast, we dig into the life of Hank Williams, exploring his addiction to alcohol, and examine how it changed the course of history. We begin by outlining his early life and rise to fame, followed by a discussion of his addiction to alcohol and its impact on his health, personal life, and professional career. Finally, we will consider the broader historical implications of Hank Williams' addiction and the lessons that can be drawn from his tragic story. Hank Williams was born in rural Alabama to a struggling family. His father, Lon Williams, was often away from home due to work, leaving his mother, Lily, to raise him and his siblings. Hank's love for music began at an early age, and he learned to play the guitar with the help of a local blues musician named Rufus, quote-unquote, T-Tot Payne. By the time he was a teenager, Hank had started performing at local venues and gained a reputation as a talented musician and songwriter. In 1946, Hank signed a recording contract with Sterling Records, and his career took off. His first single, Never Again Will I Knock at Your Door, was released in 1947, followed by a string of hits like Move It On Over and Honky Tonk. Hank's music resonated with audiences because of its raw emotion, relatable themes, and catchy melodies. His unique blend of blues, gospel, and traditional country music set him apart from his contemporaries and helped to define the honky tonk sound that would become synonymous with country music in the decades to come. Despite his success, Hank's personal life became marred by his addiction to alcohol. He began drinking at an early age, and as his career progressed, his addiction worsened. It is believed that his alcoholism stemmed from a combination of factors, including his difficult upbringing, the physical pain he endured due to a condition called spina bifida occulta, and the pressures of fame. Hank Williams' addiction to alcohol had far-reaching consequences in his health, personal life, and professional career. He suffered from numerous health problems related to his addiction, including heart issues, chronic back pain, and insomnia. His marriage to Audrey Shepard, whom he married in 1944, was tumultuous, marked by infidelity and domestic violence fueled by alcohol abuse. The couple eventually divorced in 1952, leaving Hank devastated. Professionally, Hank's addiction led to erratic behavior, missed performances, and a declining work ethic. He was fired from the Grand Ole Opry, one of the country music's most prestigious stages in 1952 due to his unreliability and drunkenness. This marked a turning point in his career as he struggled to regain his footing and reputation in the industry. Hank Williams' tragic death on January 1st, 1953, at the age of 29, was a direct result of his alcoholism, dying of complications of liver failure brought about by his years of drinking. His passing sent shockwaves through the music industry and marked the end of a promising career cut way too short by the devastating effects of alcoholism. Hank's alcoholism significantly impacted the course of country music history in several ways. As one of the most influential singer-songwriters in American country music, his struggles with addiction left a lasting impression on the industry, fellow artists, and fans alike. His musical legacy. Despite his relatively short career, due to his untimely death at the age of 29, Hank Williams managed to create an impressive body of work that is still revered today. His raw, emotional songwriting and unique honky-tonk sound have influenced generations of country musicians. However, his alcoholism may have limited his full potential, leaving fans and historians to wonder what more he could have achieved if not for his addiction. A cautionary tale. Hank Williams' tragic story serves as a cautionary tale for other musicians, particularly within the country music genre. His struggles with alcoholism and the way it ultimately led to his downfall have highlighted the dangers of substance abuse and the importance of addressing addiction within the music industry. The public perception. Hank's alcoholism and its impact on his career changed the public's perception of country music artists. His struggles with addiction humanized him and created a sense of vulnerability that fans could relate to. This has led to a greater acceptance of artists who openly discuss their personal struggles and challenges in their music, creating a more authentic connection with their audience. The raising of awareness. Hank Williams' struggles with alcoholism have contributed to raising awareness of substance abuse issues within the music industry, particularly in country music. In the years following his death, numerous country artists have struggled with addiction, leading to increased discussions about mental health and the need for better support systems for musicians. This has resulted in a more open dialogue about addiction and its impact on artists' lives and careers. Hank's addiction and ultimate untimely death contributed to the mystique surrounding his persona, solidifying his status as a legendary figure in American music history. The raw emotion and vulnerability present in his music, which were often a direct result of his struggles with addiction, continue to resonate with audiences today. His songs have been covered by countless artists across various genres, attesting to the enduring appeal of his work. Hank Williams' life and addiction have been the subject of numerous biographies, documentaries, and films, ensuring that his story remains an essential part of the cultural conversation about addiction, mental health, and the perils of fame. These works have prompted discussions about the need for better social support systems for artists and increased awareness of the challenges they face. In conclusion, Hank Williams' addiction to alcohol and its impact on his life and career serve as a stark reminder of the destructive power of addiction and the need for greater understanding, empathy, and support for those who struggle with it. While his untimely death robbed the world of a brilliant artist, his musical legacy continues to inspire and influence generations of musicians and fans alike. The story of Hank Williams serves as a testament to the indelible mark that one person's struggle can leave on history and the importance of addressing addiction and mental health issues in our society. His incredible talent and tragic personal struggles have left a lasting impression on the industry, fellow artists, and fans. His story serves as a cautionary tale for others in the music world and has contributed to raising awareness of the dangers of addiction and the need for greater support and understanding within the industry. Please remember, if you or someone you know has a problem with drug addiction, please click on the link to my website at scottdavismd.com to work with you or someone you care about to find a path back to recovery and a better life. Please subscribe to this podcast to be immediately notified of new episodes. As a paid subscriber, you would also be entitled to exclusive podcast episodes for paid subscribers only and other bonus features. Please join me again on this channel, to explore how the addictions of another famous person would ultimately change the course of history for all of us. I'm Dr. Scott Davis, and thanks again for joining me.